Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now a 1st down throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Rodgers. Touchdown! 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And they're able to add on to their advantage. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Fields. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Play action. It's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Fields. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. The Packers at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Davis. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. One play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Fields going to keep it once more. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
To throw is Fields. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Touchdown, Rams! Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out. Zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he fires one incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Well, that's true. You've said that before. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now Jones, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Rodgers now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
26. Hey, 26.
On first down, Rodgers. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy. Already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to get this down near the 25. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man, don't do that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster. And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Finding room at midfield. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. An inside give to Jones. And able to work his way down to the 16.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes right side. 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. He's got room at the 30.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll go again to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the
touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, and they are able to add on to their advantage. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Packers pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by David Long.
And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs. And
for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now it's Fields. Going up top for Kupp. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now Perkins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Let's go now.
On second down, there's the option going left. Touchdown, L.A. Bryce Perkins, 33 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Rams take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They run it with Balaj. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to give the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The give is to Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Rodgers looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun. Rodgers out to his left. He wants it all for the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a first down throw. Fields finding Williams once more, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Fields. Pass complete to his running back, Kalen Ballage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Fields. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Fields going to keep it once more. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30. Past the 20, 10, 5, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick six on the other side.